Recently held elections last week, and Amy Wilson is our new treasurer. And Emmeline Elliott will be our secretary. Emmeline also writes our monthly column we found in the Madison Daily Leader, as well as our new website, if you haven't heard, Madison Area Arts Council.org. It's the go-to place for all the arts in Madison. It's all-encompassing, so if you're looking for something to do, you can always go to our site with a calendar, amongst other things, the artist listings, which you'll be part of, I'm sure. So, I'd like to introduce Angie Christiansen. She was our featured column this last month. It ran on July 1st, I believe, in the paper, so if you didn't catch it, you can always go back. This is the local library, and you can look it up. Angie's also our first Chautauqua artist. This is our first Chautauqua Series we're starting. So, congrats on being the first, I guess. This will be a monthly feature we're running now, or a monthly event, as you can say. So each month we're going to feature a different kind of artist, a different medium. It's going to be all-encompassing, so come here and be enthused about the arts. I'm going to hand it over to Angie, and we'll all be in good hands.
Also, you've probably seen some of the things that I've done around town. Tonight I'm just going to be focusing on the window painting that I do. Do an example of how I go about starting a project, window painting project. I do a lot of other things like murals in people's homes. I paint on all kinds of things, ironing boards, saws, furniture, you name it. I've probably painted on it. But today we're just going to be concentrating on windows, and I'm going to show you how I paint like at Dairy Queen. I paint so you can see it from the inside and the outside. And so I'm going to demonstrate on the window how I go about doing that. And then at the end, we're going to have everybody write their names on a piece of paper, and I'm going to give the window away. These I will explain kind of at halftime. I'm going to start painting so that I can let the paint get dry and stuff. Because if I get done in time, this one we give away too. So, but normally when I start out, I will do an outline. That way, it's basically like coloring in a book, but this way you get it proportioned right on the window. It's easy. If you make a mistake, you can just rub it off real quick instead of just doing freehand like I normally do on a mural in someone's home or something. But so I've already done that, and it's already dry, so that way I can go over it. So what I'm going to do is just basically cover all the marks that I've already made. And this is just going to allow me to, it's quicker to just cover it instead of trying to go around the lines. But normally when I'm painting, I'm on the clock, so I got to be as quick and efficient as I can be. So, and I usually start with white because like for instance, if like the berries, way at the end I'll do a little white mark on it, kind of the highlight of it. It makes it pop, so that way you get it on the other side as well. And a lot of times I use the same brush, so I start with the lightest color to the darkest color, and that same brush a lot. And it's nice that everybody can see me from the front instead of the back. Most of the time when I'm painting, I'm facing the window.
What is one of your most memorable projects that you've done, Angie?
I have so many favorites. I love kids' ones. Actually, I think I have to be prejudiced. One of my all-time favorites was probably my nursery when I had my children. And I didn't know if I was going to have a boy or a girl, so I kind of did a neutral. didn't bring much for pictures, but I did bring one of my, the nursery that I'm talking about. And the other one is one of my son's bedrooms right now. He's 9, so it's something that'll carry him until he's in high school.
How long does it take you to do a window save like what you normally do at Dairy Queen?
It kind of depends on how many windows he wants and what design it usually just lets me do what I want. But I usually try to figure about at least 2 hours a window, because they're pretty big windows. But it can get, if it's a little more detailed, it can get more than that. But I usually try to just keep it around that, between 2 and 3 hours per window. Okay, so what I was talking about with the berries and stuff, I'm just going to quick do a little white mark, and that will show up on the other side. And I'll just do a few little highlights.
You're doing the highlights first because other paint goes on top of them?
Yep, and this way they can see it on the
See
other
that
side.
first.
And normally when I do windows, they want it to be seen from the inside and the outside as people are driving by. So I kind of have to think backwards. And it's taken me some practice, but I've kind of gotten the knack down. So I'm just trying to explain to you a little bit.
Is there a primary side to you that do they have equal visual value to you?
It depends on the light. On the like at Dairy Queen, I prefer to do the windows on the outside because during the daylight they pop so much more. But at night, the light's shining through the building, so you can't see it as well, and they probably look better at night from
On the inside.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on the light because the light will shine through a little bit because the paint's not solid. It's kind
A
of
little
translucent. A
translucent.
little bit. Yep. I just keep moving around, while I'm letting this dry, I'll move on to something that just a little background's dry.
But how many pieces do you do during Christmas season?
I've done, it's anywhere from 20 to 40 windows. It just kind of depends on the year. Every year it's different businesses. And then, of course, like Cross Fellows and my customers that are repeats every year, like Cross Fellows and Dairy Queen. But there's several others that will, are kind of on the every other year plan or.
How do you go about selling them? Do you go to them or do they seek you out?
No, I never ever go